been a weird and crazy couple of days, and I haven't posted up in a minute, but I've been, working on the trade and studying there. I've been a little lazy with the workout routine. We'll get back on track tomorrow with that. Eating still the same, although this weekend I did have a few cheat meals. Listen, Rome wasn't built in a day. Damn it. But it got built. Know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's time to go put in some Uber shifts. We did make $250 today trading. That was good, especially considering this morning. Well, this morning was a standstill. Just couldn't figure out which way the market wanted to go. And you know what? I'm sticking to my rules, right? And now I'm starting to integrate Grok a little more into my trading. Whereas, Gemini has gems. Well, Grok has projects. So we're working on that. Oh, yeah. In my older computer that I just installed Linux on and just got Agent Hermes working, yeah, the motherboard took a crap. Jeez Louise, it don't stop. So I got to make an admission here because I believe in being full transparent and everything. Y'all, I've been doing Lyft rides. I have absolutely been taking Lyft rides. And you know what? It's a good thing that on July 4th, I snuck and took a peek at the Lyft app. Because you guys know, I am no fan of the Lyft app. They are the biggest rug pullers. And a lot of times their rides, they got jokes. Let's be honest. It's a comedy show. But every now and then, you get a couple good rides in there. And so, Sunday at the airport, did like 6 trips out of the airport. They were paying as well as Uber Comfort. Actually, they were paying better than Uber Comfort. Absolutely better. And some rides, well, look, it's better than $2 a mile. That's kind of like Premier rates as far as the mileage is concerned. So I take the rides. And then, eventually in the evening, Uber decided to give me a couple rides, and we banged them out for $40 on 2 rides. So, like Mr. DSN and a bunch of you guys have been telling me, Vinny, quit being stubborn, open up the other app. Here's the big difference, is I could care less about my AR with Lyft. I don't care. If it's a good ride, I'll take it. If it's a shit ride, I won't take it. They're borderlines, depends on how bored I am. So yesterday, right? Yesterday we were online 2 hours, 8 minutes, right? We made $46.89 on 4 trips, and I rejected 20. I don't know, is that a good ratio or not? I don't know. I don't care. So what I do is, wait till I get into an area with a little bit of a bonus. I'll turn the app on, like I'm getting ready to do now, because I think I'm in a 10% turbo. And we'll go from there. If I can get good rides, get good rides. Meanwhile, I got Uber open. I don't even know what today. What's today? Tuesday? Yesterday, I got 1 trip radar for $8. Comfort ride. Yeah, that's all I got. I don't know, Uber. I don't know if you guys just don't want to give me no rides. If there's no demand, I keep saying there's no demand. But for some reason, Lyft's got plenty of demand. I guess UberX would too, but nah, we ain't going down that rabbit hole. Hell no. First ride in the books, Uber must have heard me, man. They sent me an $8.96 ride for 14 minutes, and I think it was like 7.1 miles. So, I took the ride as comfort. Take the ride, nice guy. We get there, drop him off. Bam! $9 tip on that ride, $17.96. And you know what? I'm going to take it. I'm going to be happy. I turn Lyft back on. They want to go 4.5 miles for a pickup. Nope. 3 miles for a pickup. Nope. Nope. But keep moving. Let's go. All right. So Uber's deciding to send me rides. Although they did send me one ride that was going to be like 25 miles on comfort and only paid $20. It was going to take me way out of the area, and then I would have to deadhead back because I got to pick up the VIP. So I accidentally accepted that ride. I canceled it. Now my cancellation rate is at 3%. I'm going to have to work on that. But listen, we're 4 rides in for $49.39. I canceled that $20 ride. I got $11. Well, it was 10 and change. Premier ride with a $2 tip. And then I just took an $8 ride. There's that $20. And I did a total of maybe 7 miles on that trip for the 20. I'm just saying, you got to be smart. I got to be smart. You ain't got to be. You are already smart. You're smart because you're watching the channel. You know what I'm saying? We're here. Anyway, we still got about an hour before I pick up the VIP. How many more rides can we get? I have not taken a Lyft ride today. I don't even feel bad about that. I feel pretty good about that. So I shut Lyft off and I decided to come in and get my steps because, you know, I didn't get them in yesterday. So I wanted to come out here and get some steps in, and we're doing pretty good on that. One side note about that is that my heart rate has dramatically reduced when I'm walking. Because remember now, I've been on the whole exercise kick for like a month. And used to be when I would take these walks, and it's hot out here, but when I would take these walks, my heart rate would get up to the 120s, 130s, you know, and I checked with Grog Gemini, and they would say, well, you know, that's not bad. You're an old fuck and you're fat and you need to exercise more. Anyway, so we're doing that. Uber sends me this ride. $42 for 58 miles. That's a comfort trip. No, it's not a comfort trip. That's an X trip. That's an X trip disguised as a comfort trip. So I had to turn that down. That dropped me down to 86% acceptance, right? And I'm a platinum driver, and there's no benefit to it, but you know, it's an ego thing, and I get it. And then they send me a decent little trip that I would have taken, but I couldn't take it because I got to pick up the VIP here in about 20 minutes. So I wouldn't have made it back in time for it. $35 go down to Fort Lauderdale Airport from Boca, about 21, 22 miles, something like that. So, you know, I often wonder, when those trips come exclusive like that, and they are bad trips, I believe Uber is trying to leverage whatever your driver status is, right? So in other words, if you're a platinum driver or a diamond driver, they know you take trips. And they know you probably give a shit about your acceptance rating, which I do care a little bit. But they do that knowing that you'll probably take the trip. And if you don't take the trip, then, oh, you're at risk. And then anybody who, you know, it gets up in there to 85% range, as soon as you drop below it, they start sending you the little nudges, right? The little threatening, oh, you're going to lose this, you're going to lose. What the fuck? Anyway, it's not like they want you to be successful. They don't want you to be successful. They don't give a shit about you or me. It is what it is. Anyway, we're at $50 on the 4 trips. I guess that's going to be it. I turned off comfort. Still got on the app, right? If I get a ride here in the next 5 minutes, I can take it as long as it's not too far away. So if we don't get any more trips, that's where we're going to wind it up. I got some work to do at home. I might even go live tonight trading the Asia market. And oh, don't forget the Discord, man. I'm in the Discord Mondays, Wednesdays, Friday mornings, trading live. Today I didn't go live on YouTube. I was live in the Discord. So I'm posting up all my trades and stuff in there. I mean, if you're interested. People are starting to, one by one, get back into the Discord because, listen, I abandoned that Discord. Just like I abandoned YouTube. You know, YouTube's got issues. But that'll be tomorrow's video. YouTube's got issues. They're not that dissimilar from Uber or Lyft. They're really not. Anyway, if I don't come back, peace out. Have a good night. Be safe. Get your steps in. Damn it.